Alright, time to start the music. There we go. Share the stream and then we'll get started. Oh, man. All right, stream has been shared. I have also gotten my live stream chat open in case anybody wants to join in and talk with me live. Check this. Alright, so this build's good. We're gonna use this. Been using the Paracesis again. Really like a Vortex build on this thing. It's a lot of fun. And Dual Torxicas I've been using again, because these things hit like a truck, which is really nice. Hello, Ghostface. How you doing today? Been a big fan of yours, thank you. Glad you could catch a stream. It's a little early into it, so we'll see if anyone else shows up. Let's see, what do we got for daily things? So we gotta deal with this. Yeah, why not go public? Seeing as I'm feeling a bit more confident in playing with other players. Pop goes the nullifier. Love that. Been doing good. How are you? Pretty solid, pretty solid. Got done eating some dinner with my fam and stuff. My brother made some amazing homemade pizza. And I figured, why not stream for a little bit? Thought it'd be fun.
Life support incoming.
Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good, Xena. Thank you. How's the math man doing? Doing pretty good, Zion. I appreciate your Limbo videos. I've been a Limbo main for a long time. Joined the game in 2017, and finally seeing a content creator actively use Limbo is just amazing to me. Well, thank you, Ghost. Yeah, I've loved this guy since 2022, I believe? 2022, 2023? Because I used to be really big in, like, the meta scene back in the day, where I used to kind of follow what everyone else was telling me, but then I decided to step out of my comfort zone, picked up this guy, I'm like, nah, I can't use anything else, he's too good. Please die. There we go. They suck, and Sci-Fi 2 times in 1 week should speak. Hey, Stance! How's it doing, my fellow Limbo? Doing good, Mulgmass. From stuff to streaming, that's how we know you. Yeah. Which, by the way, like I said, if any of you are all in the Discord, I've got my stream chat open in Discord. So if you feel like joining the stream or joining the call, let me know and I'll drag you in.
Prepare for life support.
Side note, speaking of From Software stuff, I've been replaying Elden Ring again. I'm doing a gravity build right now with gravity magic and weapons. It feels good. Though lately I've been getting a lot of Limbo hate, such as hosts leaving immediately after a troll despite being not using your abilities. That comes with the territory, Ghost, sadly. I've learned to kind of just live with it. And if they want to leave, that's their choice. If they want to insult me, that's their choice as well. I just don't let them get to me is all. Honestly, I miss Limbo stopping bullets mid-air he had originally. True, Mass, true, but I do think it was a change for the better. Makes him more squad-friendly that way. Not to mention it helps in his KPM too. Which, although not a top priority in this game, it's probably for the better that he does have the ability to shoot things now. Although I kind of wish they could bring it back as an augment. Imagine where it's like you freeze bullets, and the longer you freeze, the more damage they deal while they're in the air. That'd be pretty cool. Fine, I'll get out of bed. Alright, Zion, let me know when you're in one of the other VCs, and I'll drag you in. Honestly, that's a great idea. Yeah, it'd be really cool, and it would kind of bring back his old utility while still making it really strong. Limbo is, well, very troll when randoms are playing him, because most people don't know how to properly use him. Yeah, that's like the thing with him, is that when you actually know how he works, he's not nearly as trolly as he used to be. He's actually surprisingly easy to play around and with, when you actually take the time to learn his stuff. Which is why I never really get why the Limbo hate is still there today, because it's like a lot of the stuff that they complain about has been old news for a very long time, and it's mostly gone. Will do. Thank you, Zaya. I'm kind of afraid of what Pablo's going to change on him. I don't know, Ghost. Like, it's heavily hinted at right now that he may get a rework. Like, the Tenokon Sayandana in particular is like such a dead giveaway in my eyes. But at the same time... Oh, you're here? Alright, let me pull you in. 1 second. There he is. Alright, move 2. Hello. Is your mic not working, Zion?
No, it just didn't say anything.
Oh, there we go. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Mathman, and good evening, stream.
I've been running Nourish Energy Tank build on him, so I don't have to deal with angry randoms, because they'll like that being in the rift stop them from shooting enemies. Fair. So you been, Zion?
Pretty good. I originally had other plans, but then I grabbed like an ice cream and it was like, time for bed. And then I saw you streaming and I was like,
You're like, I have better entertainment now.
Yeah, that's true. So let me finish my ice cream real quick.
I'm also going to take a look actually at ETA, because I still have not done that yet. I'm LR2 and I'm still being called a troll by randoms. It's whatever. Yeah, that's sadly the case, Ghost.
Thanks.
I didn't realize how busted Limbo was until I watched your video. Took him into a survival and my team was shocked by how I was buffing them. They thought I was a Limbo main. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, people underestimate a lot of things in this game. Like, a lot.
Still stranded in the dude.
Alright, Temporal Archimedea. What do we got?
Stand by
Oh,
for temporal shenanigans.
okay. Scratch
She's
that,
gonna
I
have
already
to hop in
completed
there
it.
without me.
I already completed Temporal.
Ah, I mean, you would have to hop in there without me anyway, because I still don't have that unlocked. I'm still working on rank 5 with the Hex.
Dude's still working on it?
Partially.
Partially. Alright,
More chatting with Aoi than actually ranking up.
Based. Hella based. I honestly believe it's because it's just Limbo PTSD from the past that can't get over. Yeah, I mean, I would say that's largely it too. Like, it's just people not willing to try something again, even though it's been changed a lot. Okay, I have not done EDA. What do we got here? Paris, Boar. Ooh. We got Disruption, Mirror Defense, and Exterminate. Transfer, Distortion, can't enter Operator. That's the worst. Oh god, max energy reduced. The Theorem Arcanes can proc Archon Stretch. Oh yeah, I know about that, Ghost. It's pretty cool. Gear cannot be used in an energy exhaustion. Oh god. This EDA is gonna be brutal. Alright, let me do equipment, arsenal. Would you like to join me, Zion, in EDA? Do you not have that either?
Yep.
Oh my god. That's funny.
I don't need it because everything that I want from it or would want from it, I also get like through normal natural cells. I would only do it for the Archon, for the Archon shards.
That's fair.
And I always get like one tau from the natural cells, like guaranteed.
Well, the thing is, from EDA, you have a much higher chance of getting those same items.
That's
which
true.
is why it's better. Well, generally better anyway. Alright, what weapon was it? It was this, Paris. Where
I
is
mean,
my
I'm
Paris?
not that far off of unlocking temporal.
Paris,
Let me actually
Paris.
see.
Paris. Where the heck is my Paris? there it is. Now I see it. That, and then we got the Grimoire. And then for melee. I love how people say Banshee is trash without more than 30 minutes of playtime. People in game don't try to understand how stuff works before. Yeah, that's the thing, Stance. I genuinely believe, because I watched a video today, like, explaining, like, how the game industry right now is, like, competing with entertainment like TikTok and shit, which was a really interesting watch. I genuinely feel like, because of TikTok and shit like that, it's rotted people's brains to the point where they have the attention span of a vegetable.
Interesting comparison.
Actually, no, it's not even. Actually, it's even worse than vegetables. The attention span of a Dory from Finding Nemo. Like, not trying to be too insulting, it does genuinely seem to be that. Alright, Melee influence, because why not?
It's also that every game studio that plans to release this year is evading November like the plague.
Oh yeah, because I know that what's it called?
Yeah, GTA 6.
GTA 6. Yep.
Because that's the like anticipated release window that Rockstar has, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Although I could see them push it back to like summer 2026.
Okay, so we got shields. Forgot I don't have Frost Augment.
I need like 4 days till I can get the thing.
I see.
GTA unlocked.
Let's try a different.
Because I spent all my standing on other shit like arcanes.
Hey, Stabs. I got Gloom Chroma with Paris Prime Incarnate. Nice. Well, most Warframe players have EADHD. People in games in general were from pure shooters to loot shooters. People can't see beyond the surface level of characters or gameplays. Pillage. Yeah, so Ghost, this build was this was before the augment for the Ford was changed to give overguard and stuff. Like way before. God, I have not touched Frost in like a year and a half, so this is gonna be really strange. What can I do here? Toxin resistance, that doesn't help me. Combat, okay, we'll put on aerodynamic, there we go. Was just going to make food, so got our watch for a bit. Alright, Sinister, welcome to the stream. What's going on? Gonna do EDA Stabs. You wanna join in? I can bring you into the call. Also, sorry, Zion. My bad.
No, you're fine. I talked over you. You remember how annoying the Legacyte is when he runs away?
Yeah.
Yeah, just run Daggeth and spam her one. Like, I can't move. Like, actually, he was standing still.
Okay, so I gotta reduce the energy cost of this, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to cast this ability. So we're gonna put up Boyle's Hatred. The average person doesn't like to theorycraft. If something isn't a Mesa 4 equals room deletion, they don't want it. Yeah, sadly. Sure, Stabs? Alright, 1 second. I'll drag you in. There he is. Alright, move to... Hello.
Hello, so what one are we doing?
EDA.
EDA or... Oh, okay. I got Trinity, it's gonna be piss easy.
Yeah, I got Frost for this.
It's the beaver.
Point and laugh.
Style.
Laugh at this man. What's up? I saw you were doing your, watch along with Carp.
Yeah, we were watching more of, whatchamacallit, Eminence and Shadow.
Eminence and Shadow.
What a great fucking show.
Eh.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
I'd say past the first season, everything gets kinda out of the loop. My opinion.
Oh, it's stupid, but I really enjoy it because it's stupid. Okay, Vazarin...
Fuck it, Aelak.
Oh, even though I can't enter Operator, the Vazarin passive of being able to instant revive will actually be really helpful here, so I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah, I'm running it as well. And then, what was my
Hey,
melee
Exobot.
weapon?
Welcome to the stream.
Oh yeah, baby, we're running garbage today.
Alright, so we're gonna do this.
Aren't you
Fuck
always?
yes, leave Prime.
Alright, let me... I find Arcane Ice Storm to be good on Frost. I've used it before, I just,
Yes.
like, the problem is I
I
don't have the
used it
space for
during
the
the-
build I want to use.
I used it during the level cap that we did when I was Frost. It is genuinely so nice. Give me a second, I'm building. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
Fuck yeah, leave Prime.
Yeah, it's funny.
Fuck yeah, leave Prime. 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 Fuck yeah, leave Pr
I mean, that's its point. Not for the sword, it's just sort of really nice fights. Ah, I see, I see.
So you said you were replaying Elden Ring?
I have been, yeah. I'm working on a Gravity Knight kind of build right now.
What are you running for that?
Mainly the, you know the, was it that stone sword that you can get from the area in the Radon Festival? That, and then the Falling Star Beast Jaw, mainly.
Nice. That's actually creative. I mean, Beast Jaw is kind of broken, but like the other sword, I've actually never seen anybody like really use it.
It's a good weapon. Like, I did try it out when I first got it back when the game first came out, and I made a strength intelligence build for it, and that's what I'm doing here too.
You could also run the Alabaster's Lord Sword if you happen to have it.
I've thought about it. I've used it before. I used to do a dual-wield Alabaster Lord Sword build because you can get two of them in one playthrough.
Hmm. Oh fuck. Wait, host migration fully heals the Legacyte again? What is that?
Oh no.
Shit. Awful. Bad. Die.
Why?
In Minecraft.
I mean, that's its point enough for sword, right? Oh, I already read that. Got a Twitch. I do Ghosts, I just don't stream on it at all. I honestly don't like Twitch that much. Not to mention, most of the people like watching on YouTube, so I kind of stay here for that.
Twitch be twitching.
Twitch is nice if there's no other option. Oh, damn, using the... Motherfucker is using a me loadout. Jesus.
What do you mean?
I would run the Paris casually on Frost because it would be really funny.
This is the weapon that I got for it.
Lucky.
Alright, begin. My Frost is just focused on his third and fourth with a load of efficiency and range. I'm actually trying to go for a 130% range build because I've had a thought in my head of how Frost works a little bit that I want to test while we're in here. Because I haven't played him since he got his changes and everything. That happened like, what was it, like a year ago, I think? Because I always meant to do that and kept forgetting, so we're going to do that while we're in here.
Let's place the test, I'd say.
I still need to do ETA. Good news, everyone! I got rank 4 Arcane Universal Fallout.
I have an extra one if you want to buy it off of me.
Ooh, good attempt, good attempt. Counterpoint, I have 8 platinum.
Do you have any Limbo parts?
I have a couple, yeah.
No, I mean,
think
if Stabs has any.
Oh.
I mean, yes.
Oh, you got a Patreon? I do Ghost Phase, I do.
Yes, you get access to a Discord channel with sneak peeks, I believe you wanted to do.
So basically what I do is that on the Patreon, not on the Patreon specifically, not in the Discord, I basically share insider looks at the upcoming projects as well as the scripts when the video comes out.
Yeah.
And plan to be added at some point when I eventually do like merch and stuff, because I do want to do that at some point. You also get exclusive like merch discounts basically on it at some point. It'll get added when the time comes.
My guy has plans.
I'm debating doing a shitpost where I just get your Patreon and then say, well, that was a worthless purchase because I already have access to the Patreon not
Need a
rewards,
third?
but channel.
Oh yeah, Xena, I can pull you in 1 second. If you want me to. Oh fuck, I'm
Nah, I
probably
was
gonna die.
also thinking about it. I mean, it's fairly cheap to, compared to other content creators' Patreons, or whatever.
Mine's
they do.
mine's $5 USD a month.
Let me quickly double check that in euros. Think should be cheaper
Shit.
because because dollar is kinda doo-doo right now.
You're probably doing way better than I am.
Ah, fuck, enemies could attack this.
that's
Why
where-
didn't you place a bubble around it?
Oh, I didn't think about it. I'm slowly killing this, which is good. back here.
Oh wait, Blade Prime.
Oh, I can hit this guy with it. Shit. There we go. I tried looking online for more voice-piercing shenanigans, but couldn't find any besides what's found in your video. There's a couple of new ones I've discovered that I'm going to be saving for, when I eventually do a Limbo 2 and all that kind of stuff.
Never mind. I want to retract my statement. It's €7.39 a month. So it's actually... Oh, never mind. Or?
It's still
Let me quickly...
somewhat decent price, I assume.
Yeah, I mean...
I kind of just looked around the space and it's like, 5 seems to be the general, like, middleman of the bunch. I figured that's probably good. And I don't intend to have more tiers or anything, there's just one. Or only gonna be one. Die. Oops,
Wait,
I used
reset
up my
something
search pulses, I can't even do it. Aww. Sorry, Xena.
Rip.
What are you guys?
Xena wanted to join for the
Yeah,
EDA and stuff, but she's out of search pulses, so she can't even join.
Wait, do you have to use search pulses for that?
You do, yeah.
Get the bubble down, boy. Yes, Cat, I know you're going through the hyper zoomies, but that's not my job to deal with.
At least I can slow him down.
Yeah.
Speaking of slowing down, so I don't know if you were there when I like
Let me,
maybe
Oh shit.
with the
When
the techno side. Oh, techno side. The I don't know, the big guy that runs away from you.
The Legacy, yeah.
Yeah. Running dagger with her one and slowing him down so he doesn't basically run at all. You could try that on your cat.
Oh my god, they're not dying.
Cat zoomies is a natural process.
Okay.
Should not be interrupted. Okay, I pissed him off enough where he's pulling out the Glock on me.
Oh no, 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 no. No, they killed it. That's a problem.
I wish I had better weapons.
Might actually have to unironically bust out Limbo for this.
Honestly, I'm thinking of just picking up the last modifier and just going with my Paris.
This.
We can try doing this, and if it fails, then I can just
I
break
believe
out
in you
the
guys.
ultra kill.
I'll be there in spirit.
Oh man, I'm out of energy. Damn 8p he broke, bro. Oh god. Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm broke anyways. I just spent $350 on fucking everything. Yeah, I think we're not gonna do this one.
Yeah, we can't beat this. The energy drain.
Leave and come back.
Yeah. Even come back.
That's it. I'm getting me guns. That's it. I'm getting me mallet.
Alright, we're gonna retry that again. I am gonna switch. I will take so many debuffs. I almost quit the game.
With your boy.
I almost quit the game by
Okay,
mistake.
let's see. Instead of this, I need
Alright
to
guys, stream ended, so I quit the game.
take Radiant Dawn.
Is there anything for boosting the Discord? No, Ghost. Like, we don't really do anything like that, sadly. But,
yes.
What do you mean?
Technically, I think you get a custom role. I think it's something that Cart did.
Oh, is it? Oh shit.
Yeah,
I didn't
you
know
get
that.
a rift booster, which I think Dark said it would allow you access to the rift plane eventually.
Hmm.
It hasn't been finalized yet. Yeah, rift boosters get access to the custom channel.
Alright.
Why do I know this more than you?
I wasn't even told about this, that's why.
Yes, you will. You just fucking forgot.
No, I don't remember ever being told about this. I mean, it's fine by me, it's fine. Not against it.
Oh, transfer into operator and drifter is blocked. That's easy. I'm Trinity. I can take
I'm
that.
trying to make my looting atlas work. What's the best way to energy regen without sacrificing strength? Energy nexus.
Okay.
Lucky you,
No,
there's the Atlas guy
wrong.
in this
Sorry.
call right now.
Yes, there was a guy who made a 400% power strength atlas, and main deck runs that shit. What you're gonna do is you're gonna sacrifice your Citrine to get her ability. Place that over your 4th or 3rd. Up to you which one. This will allow you to prime enemies, and then punch them to hell, giving you health orbs and energy, which will
Very
help you
nice.
save on rubble.
Alright.
Also, a funny thing, the drop chance from Citrine's first scales with power strength. So if you're running,
Yeah.
boosting your power strength anyway to get more loot chance, it's like a very nice combination. Although, be
Give me a
warned,
second, my
your
cat
hand is
clawing
not
this-
gonna like this.
Give me a second.
Well, I'm a boost it anyway. Well, thank you, Ghost.
I need your help to help lower several experiments.
We're gonna do this. Alright, begin.
Gonna be carpal tunnel simulator.
This is gonna be a very difficult E EDA.
Sorry, my cat was clawing the stairs. It has carpet on it. Actually, wait, who was asking this? If they were part of the Discord, I might
It's
hunt them down and show them my
Lencuz.
build.
Lencuz in the chat.
Hunt
Yeah,
them
are-
down.
Lencuz.
I-
Lencuz.
I will share my build, Limcuz. I mean, I have 300 duration, but my duration... That's fine. That's why you don't
lasts
use
2
Nourish.
seconds. Your
I can go on
cat,
right. Okay, you can
I'm
you can
confused,
start it up.
Andrew. What do you mean?
start up the mission. Let's go.
Alright, here we go.
Limbo and Trinity, the classic combo, works perfectly together until Limbo fucks me over.
Secure key
It's the only way to protect the thing.
I know. But I
Good
have
news,
true
I hit-
damage, so
Good news, I hit MR30 today. Oh yeah, Andrew, nice.
happy to hear that.
Now you can be
Now hit
directly
LR5.
messaged and beg for
LR5.
handouts.
Cat, you are not bitching at me. Where?
Oh, that's so
Sorry,
nice.
the cat demands attention.
With hitting
Oh God, we
MR30, you
have
gain the
bolstered
important
belligerence.
responsibility of blessing your fellow Tenno.
So I found out something really funny. You know Energy Nexus, right? The mod?
Yeah.
It overwrites the standing next to enemies drains your energy thing, which is really funny.
Nice. I could have went Grendel actually. This would have been no. I still would have struggled against the boys.
Take that, thank you. Okay, so I guess it's time to get Citrine to put in the blender.
Yep. Citrine's. It doesn't rely on duration. It scales with power strength. It is genuinely the best for a high strength atlas.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
doesn't
God.
need anything.
It's energy
Anything
drain
else?
again. Are you kidding me?
I
Yeah.
tried it on an Ember. It worked like really good.
Where are you, Sai?
Over here, help
Oh
me.
no. Yeah, I'm getting here. Oh no. Get close. Oh golly gee. Oh no, Sai, whatever will we do? Oh no, the energy drain, Sci-Fi. Cast my second ability.
Good thing you got it in time.
I put it on the enemy, you're supposed to be around them.
It would be funny if you could cast the energy vampire on teammates, steal their energy.
Oh god, that'd be funny.
Oh fuck, I'm out of energy.
Also, I'm big sad that the Galleon of Ghouls that's releasing tomorrow? Is it already? For me, it's already Thursday, so.
Today's the 30th.
Seems
Oh,
like
I'm.
Monday.
God damn it, Limbo!
No, for me it's already Thursday, so.
Oh.
Yeah, it's.
Why is it? The thing sent me in the wrong direction. Are you kidding me?
Poster belligerence.
It's not the worst.
No, it just makes casting Well of Life much, much, much more annoying. Okay, fuck. Don't do teamwork.
Oh yeah, I forgot the whatever it is with these. I forgot.
Yeah, you didn't even tell me, so I don't have energy vampire to put on the enemy.
Yeah, come back to the point I was making. I hope, I wish that you could cast, because it's friendly fire in there, like not really, but you can only hurt yourself and all your teammates, which would have been even better. That you could cast the abilities in there and then like only energy vampire on each
There we
other.
go.
No, that would have been actual ass.
Well,
I
funny
would
though.
rather.
Oh
I
shit.
would rather know. So we're gonna wait until I have energy, okay, buddy? Because I need energy in order to keep both of us alive.
Yeah, I'm out of energy already. Holy shit.
Get him.
You know who you could run, Mr. Limbo?
Yes.
A certain frame that has a third ability that allows you to get health orbs on melee kills.
But for fuck's sakes, didn't I tell you wait?
Just an idea.
Well, I
No,
can't
although
use
you
the
had-
rune
That's
here.
Sci for not doing teamwork.
Although you would have to run the daring mod called Equilibrium.
And it's dead.
There we go. Very nice. With the yearly Prime
Okay,
launch, what weapon
now.
slash companion do you expect we get besides Compressor Prime? I would honestly love if they finally gave the Jin a Prime. That'd be great.
Shade Prime 2.
Well, Shade's already got a Prime.
Yeah, but I want a second one.
Shade Prime 2?
Yeah, Shade Prime 2.
Now you have double each for one
Yeah,
for
two.
one for
Len
you and one
has
for your teammate.
subscribed. Thank you.
Okay, I
Welcome,
got
to,
energy,
the,
let's
welcome
go.
to the show. Welcome to the club. Ooh.
Gee,
One
go
more
over here, Sci.
specimen to be dragged into the Rift Realm.
Alright. Locked in. Never
Another
mind, I
person.
can't because there's a Limbo.
There you go. Now I gotta get my energy back up. Oh man, now I
Stand
Oh
can't
my
in
defend
god,
the
stop
thing.
standing in the funny zones then!
It's not that that's
And if-
doing it, it's the fucking fact that there were enemies nearby.
Standing in the funny zone.
No, they leave a zone behind that then oh no, it's standing around enemies. I am retarded. I apologize for my henceforth bad decision making.
No worries.
It's not like you're disrupting the flow of gameplay.
It
Weapons
is
you
dead.
used it for 11
I
hours.
have murdered it.
Honestly, I
There, all
wish
that
that there
full
was
energy.
more of an incentive to replay DS3. I know there's a weapon that you can only get by doing a second run. I don't know
The
what weapon is by
Lorient,
combining.
the Twin Prince's Greatsword.
Oh yeah, that was it, by combining the two Princess swords.
Honestly, I want Daikyu Prime, even though regular Daikyu is cool. I want the Prime version.
I love this.
Just to see if they do a funny gimmick with it. They won't.
I'm heading to the next one.
Good. Good enough? I now have.
Yeah, Daikyu would be. I think Daikyu would be interesting.
I just want a new bow. Like,
Yeah.
regular
Hey,
Daikyu
Kiwi.
is already good.
Yep. Regular Daikyu is excellent.
I'm gonna be very happy as soon as we get Sarofang Prime. Because big eggs. That's technically a hammer, but oh well. Guy, what would you say to
Parents.
Purgatory Prime?
Paris
I love
Prime, my
that.
beloved. Give me a second, I'm gonna hit someone with, there. And full energy, let's go.
I love more Tenet stuff because I can't stand how the Dakota weapons look. I personally love the way Dakota weapons look, but I would not mind, in all honesty, a Tenet Arca Cisco. That'd be pretty cool. Want more Incarnate weapons that feel like Bloodborne Switch weapons. That's why I love the Felark so much. Based, Xena, based. I love it when the Incarnates are completely different from the normal weapon. That way I have two different
Yeah.
weapons in one.
I would also want Daikyu Incarnate or Tigris Incarnate, please.
We already have Paris.
Oh no, fucking Daikyu Incarnate or Tigris Incarnate.
Oh, Tigris? Yeah. Honestly, I would love, because, like, one of my favorite Incarnates is, unironically, the Gorgon Incarnate, because it's both a bullet hose and a mini AoE weapon in one. I would love them to do an Incarnate version of Stelza Tenet, please. They'll never do that.
Moke's gonna be very happy.
He would cream himself if they did that.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Daikyu, my beloved. Alright, I'm back. Hey, Andrew.
Alright. I'm heading towards the point.
Oh, now I know. I would honestly love a, what's that whip called? The Corpus one? The,
I don't know.
oh my god. What's it
Describe
called?
it.
It's the whip with, like, the, oh my god. I'm trying to remember the name. There's a version from, the, Parent Sequence.
Atarax?
Not Atarax. Although an Atarax would probably work too. But I'd love it if they did a whip weapon that converts into a pistol. Just so out there.
Was it Galvacord you meant?
Nah, it's not Galvacore.
You know what I'd want to say?
Secure
to
Electa,
just
that's
going-
it. Secure Electa. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I'm thinking of.
Give us
That
a
would
Blade
have been the next
Incarnate,
weapon I scrolled
please.
through.
Hmm?
Weapons I want Incarnate more than most. Destreza. Because rapiers need a win, man. Come on.
Oh, now that converting into a pistol would be cool.
No. I would either want it to just get a fuck ton of range and be funny, or to have, like, an exalted pistol. Just a flintlock. Heavy attacking just turns it into a gunblade.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Something like that. Like, just go full
Or-
Bloodborne.
What else would be funny is the Mios Incarnate. What would it do? Heavy attacks hook enemies. When they drag in, it does an explosion.
Ooh.
Or an implosion, just dragging more dudes in.
A Nikana Incarnate that which into a long spear with a fast stance that's exclusive to that Incarnate and give me a reason to want it. That'd be awesome, actually.
What are those nunchucks? I don't...
There's a few
That would
nunchuck
also
be-
weapons. There's the infested
Steps.
ones.
Yeah,
Steps
I
in
don't...
the Condi?
Yeah, that would be a fun Incarnate.
Imagine it turning
It's a
into like a
blood
pole arm. That'd be pretty cool. Like you stretch it out and it becomes a polearm weapon that you can just beat the shit out of people with. Like, come on, D, give us Bloodborne at home, but actually good.
Also, who's the guy that runs away from you in Bloodborne? I always forget his name.
Mikolash?
Coward.
Yeah, Mikolash.
Or we like to
Fuck
call him,
Mikolash.
or we like to call him Miko shit.
Oh shit, yeah, we have to kill the Gruzling.
That's
get
also
the
what I think
docket.
about every time I do like a side
No, it
hunt.
says there's a docket sitting around here somewhere.
Yeah, the Gruzling has it. Remember, that's like the gimmick of this creature.
Well, true, but I don't think it's supposed to register as collect docket when that happens.
I don't care, I'm murdering him. Get him. I'm so slow.
Most farm weapons since the Hirito is great. That'd be nice.
What's another, like, really underrated weapon type?
Not possible, because it already has a special heavy attack thing, but a Keratinos incarnate would be really cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just remembered. I didn't do my Wolf of Saturn 6 mission.
Yeah, neither have I.
Bro missed out on the funny weapon.
I
it
even
is
have a
not
ribbon
ending?
for it. That's the thing. I even have a ribbon for the Wolf Sledge. It's ass, but I have one.
Wolf Sledge can be made pretty decent. Not amazing, but decent.
Yeah, that's probably why I didn't bother. Probably why. Also,
I
saw I
love
grabbed
Terra.
myself the floaty, rifty Sayandana.
Nice.
Now you get
Welcome
to
to the
look
cult.
Yeah, now I need to grind a shit ton of credits and ducats to
Same.
spend my whole fortune away.
I already have the ducats covered. I haven't scrapped my inventory for so long. The money is what I need, though.
Yeah.
Wolf Sledge is hilarious. Yeah.
We would need a very extensive farm run.
I'm addicted to the Falcor. Based. Hella based. Ooh, melee crescendo.
Very,
Cringe.
very underrated weapon, in my opinion.
I might
Falcor,
sell that.
in my opinion, Falcor is the best glaive. Like, it's just so good. And it has such a high amount of utility.
What the fuck?
If you like
what
melee
the
influence,
fuck.
that is.
No, I used Vortex on it, and it hits so hard.
Yeah, your vortex. Yeah, I remember. You're preaching the ways of vortex.
It's just
Every
better.
chance-
Like, it's genuinely
Every
just
chance
better.
you get.
It's just better. I'm sorry. It's just better.
Nah, it's fine. It is
I don't
fine.
I
know
have
what
to
the
praise
thing
it. It's
is,
just
but-
better.
Give me a second. I'm
You
gonna
guys see the
focus on
announcement
grab-
that they're going to... Oh, they're going to announce a frame
Yeah.
rework?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wait,
They
they're gonna
had it
announce a
in
frame
the-
rework?
Apparently.
Who?
They haven't said who it
They
is.
didn't specify yet. It's in the
Okay.
notification, like in
So,
the
you ready?
thing that they posted.
I am excited to see what happens.
Are we hitting the necromech or?
No, do not activate that thing.
I believe we can kill it.
Be my guest if you want to. I'm just gonna stay over here and protect this thing.
Okay, fine. I don't want to do it without teamwork. If Sai says no, I listen.
I can read the thing.
Yes,
The
read.
the team is bringing you the first reveals for the next major update coming to Warframe. Plus, get a first look at our next Prime Warframe. Introduce yourself to the 61st Warframe. See which Warframe is receiving a rework, and so much more.
Damn.
So who do you guys think it is? Oberon or
Honestly, I hope it is gonna be Chroma.
I hope
I-
Chroma
I hope it's gonna
Chroma.
be Chroma rework.
I hope it's Chroma as well. Just so I can hear Sai say, no, it's not Limbo.
I mean, I won't get that upset if that happens.
No, but
Sai, you
I
literally
like
said-
you... Oh, you
You
go.
literally said that that Limbo in its current state is the only thing holding you back into this game.
Well, yeah, I'm
If
just,
I remember correctly.
I'm just saying, I mean, I don't care if he gets a rework or not, I just don't want him to ruin him.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, I'm just going through the frame roster. I don't think there's any like other frame that I wish for a rework at the moment.
Oh no, oh no.
I'd say yeah, either Oberon, maybe Oberon would be good.
As it stands, the only reason I do not say play support characters in Warframe is because Oberon exists. But other than that, support is the most powerful class. I don't care what you say. Every, like, meta Warframe, we have Protea, Dante, Jade.
They all
we
are
have
supports in some way.
No, they are classified by the Warframe site itself, which is gonna be the game itself, to be support.
Yep. Yeah, love to see it.
Oh yeah, I do, because it just means all the characters I want to play are good. Then again, I don't like the recent support philosophy of, hey, we're just gonna make it obvious that these can do damage, but you're gonna have to put a little more time into building it to actually be a support.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
I'm still very unsure if I made the right choice subsuming evade on my hero over hit 1.
Have you watched the new Borderlands stuff? No, Darku, I don't know anything about Borderlands, so I don't really care. Like, I barely know anything about
I need to get
Borderlands.
away from enemies.
Armored Core, see how much more base can a person get? You know it. Armored Core speak.
So what do you
So
guys
the
think
only
the new Warframe is going to be based on?
I don't know, actually. I really hope, like, I unironically hope we get another infested frame. Like a tech rot frame would be really cool.
That would be cool. I hope it's a crowd control.
That'd be great.
Bro,
Crowd control in 1999 would actually be kind of cool.
Well, keep in mind they're moving away from 1999 now, so it won't be based on that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Ah, shit.
I
Well-
need someone.
Waiting.
I'm trying to stay away from enemies so I can keep my energy up. Instead of 4 nuking abilities, 3 support, and 1 nuke ability would be nice. Yeah. I don't think Chroma's Reek personally just really... Yeah, like, the problem
There
is
we go.
with Chroma, he has 2 good abilities and then 2 really bad abilities.
The problem with Oberon is he has mainly bad abilities for him, Smite included.
nah,
No,
Smite is
I do
great.
not care
Smite's
about the
incredible.
power. Sci-Fi.
Yes.
Me, who is a player of Warframe, is calling bullshit. It takes too much to make good to the point where you're sacrificing everything else in his kit.
It literally
Nuke.
takes one subsume.
He can
To
nuke,
make
like,
good.
everything. It's great.
And what subsume is that?
Zada's Whisper.
His
subsume slot.
No, it's
It's
not.
not. It's not even
The
close.
one
No.
is-
Not even close, man.
Okay, then let me clarify. From my uses of him, aka the Universal Fallout, he doesn't have... His fourth is his best ability to spread radiation along with Carpet. Fuck you, you're blind now.
Well,
Actually,
Sebs, you
I
have to
don't wanna
remember,
quote you on
his one not only scales with the max health and shields of an enemy, it also scales with the amount of radiation damage you pump into them before you cast.
He didn't know that.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Fuck me. I have to.
That's why
experiment.
it's amazing. Like, it can nuke so fucking easily.
The only advice I was given on Oberon's one is don't build range, don't build strength. So it's just kind of like, don't do all these things that make his kit usable.
I'm guessing you talked to
I will
Burst.
admit to the court of public opinion, I was wrong. I fucked up. Please forgive me. I will continue to be wrong. I still think Oberon's abilities are quite stinky.
Oh yeah, he still is, but his one is perfect as is. They don't need to change anything about it.
No. I have one of the theming. It doesn't. I would rather it be a swarm of bees because that would be
Swarm of
funnier.
bees. That would be pretty funny, to be fair.
Not even just funny. It would fit more of nature because we don't see a. I want a beekeeper frame. Give me the summoner that's a beekeeper where I have to fucking stop enemies from killing my hive.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, actually, Daku, thanks for pointing that out. Strength is actually over like 170 or like a certain threshold is actually hurting the damage capabilities of Smite. Very interesting though. Also for that specific build, when you want to make his 1 good, you would subsume over his 3, as you don't really need it.
Give Oberon the bird ability from Soulframe. That'd be pretty funny.
Maybe we'll get another summoner.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be sick. I would love another summoner.
I mean, I'll
Oh,
take
for
anything that
Sad,
they're
can
throwing
you
at us.
cast an energy vampire on somebody?
No. Genuinely, no. I do not have
No.
the energy.
Aw, we lost.
So Sci-Fi. Give me a second. I'm just gonna. No. You know what? Fucking, I'm here for fun.
Okay, I'll retry this in private some other time because I don't want to
so
deal
I'm
with
never
that
doing
again.
this.
I'm not doing that again.
Fair.
At least you got a melee crescendo.
Yep.
I'll carry
Yeah,
you through
for
ETA.
Are you sure? Because the last time you said that, you say, I'll do this with you guys later, and then the week has passed.
I'm
You've
sorry.
done this to me. I don't give a shit if you're sorry. You've done this to me twice. That's a pattern.
I'm sorry.
I don't give a shit.
I'm a forgetful piece of shit. I'm sorry.
Who even has the EDA?
What
Who's
do you
that?
mean?
The person you speak to.
Protonova.
What?
Protonova in Hulvania.
Oh my god, it's
No, I mean I mean in the Sanctum, the normal elite
Oh,
Archimedea.
Lloyd, he comes down into the area.
Yeah, the construct. So, do you guys think we're going to 9th Deviri? I hope so, but then, eh.
I will say, I do remember them distinctly showing when they did, when they were promoting 1999, there were cutscenes of teleporting into Deviri that never made it into the game, from my understanding, so it might actually be a thing where we go to Deviri next.
That would be cool. Temporal Archimedea, let's see who I got. Oh no, Sai.
I'm all joking, but if they let Umbraforma also be Omnipolarity, it'd put 8 Umbraforma on Oberon, even though I already have 7 Omniformas on him, because lols.
I would genuinely put Omniforma on him because I'm getting fed up of having to reforma that bastard. Like, okay, if you can quote me on this, and I expect you to, if Oberon gets a rework this, I want this note. I will become an Oberon main. Hold me to this.
We'll see.
Guys
We'll
in
see.
chat, clip it, ship it, send it to Stabs as soon as
No,
the
I
Oberon rework
want them
comes
to
out.
clip it because it is I want to be held to the standard of my work.
Bomb his messages.
Give me a second, Sci-Fi. I am setting up my shit. So I need
you.
Voban, the funny.
Balban.
Yeah, I got Voban. this week.
Ballmaster. Also, Sai, did
Oh,
you
I
do
know.
your Netro cells already?
No, and I don't feel like doing it.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
There we go.
That is
I find
Fine.
them way too boring to play. That's why I do EDA instead.
Okay.
Temporal Archimedea. Oh god, I have the Glaxian. The one that Sci-Fi likes. Or the Compressor.
Tenet
or,
Glaxian,
that
the
guy.
free stick.
Glaxian is such a good weapon.
I love Volban. Based. We like Volban
Not
in
me.
this
I
household.
think he's definitely above Limbo in the tiers.
I don't know about that, but he's pretty good.
Sci-Fi can't see it, but I'm flipping off his stream.
I need to do builds for my friends for EDA this week. Probably a good idea, Sinister.
Also,
I do
I've seen,
think-
speaking of Chroma, I've seen a very, very funny build that allows your companion to do like 6 or 7 million damage,
Sounds about right.
which is funny as fuck.
That's cool,
compressor.
man. That's a cool Mesa.
Honestly, I wish they would do something like for the new frame, would do something along the lines of, I don't know if you know this or if you fuck with that franchise. I don't know if you know DVD at all.
Death by Daylight,
Sai?
yeah.
Dead by
Yeah.
Daylight.
There's this killer called the Skull Merchant.
Oh god.
Like give the new frame drones and shit that apply different things that you can set them to. So you have like not a nuke frame but like a support frame in terms of applying statuses to everything and anything.
Mass, the
That-
caveat
that's-
EDA only consumes 2, not 3, so you get 1 thing left over.
Drifter. Belmir and Minerva are ready when you are.
Alright, so I'm gonna
Stand by
keep
for
all
Yeah.
of these buffs on because they were pretty good last I remember, so yeah. Again, research.
Okay, give me a second for the first one. I'm applying stickers right now, so what do I want? I got Calf Scratch Fever, which could be good.
I do unironically hope that, did they say it was only 1 frame being reworked, or is it being implied to be
Yes.
multiple?
It's one.
One.
Like from the wording, it should be one.
Watch them pull like a thing that they did like with Caliban's rework reveal where they talk about reworking Nova too. That'd be hilarious.
Honestly, I hope it could be, and would be insane if it would be reworking. I don't know if that would fall under rework or just like making its the ability to where it fits into the line of current abilities would be Varuna's form to make it an exalted, because they
That'd be
did
hella
talk
neat.
about that. They did say that they were looking into that.
DE announced Limbo
Okay.
VFX changes and my life is yours.
Give me the God of Sleep
Just-
Warframe, and I would thank you.
Like, DE, just make it so that rifted enemies and allies have phantom top hats. It'd be fucking hilarious. It would work perfectly.
Yeah.
Don't listen to Sci-Fi, so I can make fun of them.
Didn't Megan say they wanted to rework Valkyrie? Yes, Kiwi, they did. They did talk about Valkyrie.
I hope it's not Valkyr, because Valkyr is a thing of simple, but doesn't need it.
I feel like her 1 could be better, but outside of that, the rest of her kit doesn't really need too much.
Yeah, I think there would be a waste of a
It's-
rework.
I'm hoping
But like
it's
not like a
Oberon,
waste in
because-
terms of it wouldn't be like useful, I'd say, but it would be there are frames that need a rework more, like Oberon or
Other than the
Chroma.
status effect of sleep, the only other status effect frame I want is puncture.
Ooh.
That way we can have an actual damage mitigator.
A crit frame. That doesn't sound too bad.
Well, not even crit. I'm mainly referring to it as the, hey, remember what else? Oh god. I got kicked off my bike without my consent. Whew. I am on the wrong build.
I am suffering right now. I took my evade header with Sporothryx into a murmur mission. I don't know why.
I am in such a wrong build. Fuck. Can we restart?
Sure.
I genuinely need to fucking change this.
Make it Varuna,
I would have
Varuna's 4 and exalted and makes her run on all 4s in her 4. Yes!
Yeah, that would be the next best thing that I would hope
Okay.
for it.
The only other thing I want from Varuna is that allow me to wall latch
Oh, that'd be pretty
in
cool.
that
too.
as a thing.
In her 4,
If-
yes.
No, I've had people argue with me over that because, oh, why would you want a wall dash? Bird's eye view, and I get to pounce down onto enemies in the middle of hordes, which would make
Also-
my augments more easier to.
Limbo should get a proto
True.
frame that just makes math jokes all the time, for real. Yes.
Oh, speaking of Valkyrie, I just got here in Neuroptics.
Ooh.
So I'm
Oh.
gonna yap a bit about Varuna.
I think Stabs left the game.
I think
Yes, I
I've
accidentally alt F4'd.
Oh,
You can
forcibly
reinvite me, but
disconnected.
hey, Cirrus.
The thing with Varuna's 4 is that why I would want for her to be able to wall edge in that is purely for Arachne. Because
oh yeah,
as
Arachne would be good.
as is, I fucked around with that ability too much for my own health. That shit is not buffable by like a lot of things. There are few select things that can buff it outside of power strength, which I'm not gonna spoil right here because inside knowledge. E.
Uh-huh.
It
I
is
don't know if you
very,
remember or not.
very interesting to buff that ability. If it works, and I tested it to some degree, you can and you are able to do like 35 million damage per, like just with the initial pounds, not even counting in slash damage. But it's a very difficult thing to increase damage on that ability by because normal melee arcanes don't work despite the ability being coded as a melee.
Invite me, Sci-Fi.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah.
Just slap it on
Yeah,
melee
despite-
guidance.
Despite the ability being coded as a melee, which is very interesting.
Actually, wait. You know what? Warframe is coming back to resurging soon.
Hmm.
What Warframe?
Oberon.
Ah.
Could be.
Oh no, I may have to become an Oberon main.
So is Rift Torrent like
Oh.
a must-have on Limbo for you personally? For me, mostly yes, but it's not necessary for him to be good because he is a weapons platform at the end of the day. You can get very similar buffs if you don't care about the enemy density part too much with different arcanes. So you can just use that to buff him instead.
Where's the Sci-Fi? Where is the sci-fi freak?
Financial incentive to buff Oberon. For real.
I doubt that DE would do something like that.
Well, no, they would.
They've done it.
timed
They've done it
reworks.
several times.
They've timed the Trinity and Nova rework to like when their Prime dropped. So yeah, no, they have done it. Wait, I'm just gonna wait for Sai. I want him to look at my goofy full band fashion.
Life support has been cut off. I'm trying to choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support. Lab day.
Yeah, I still need to build my Sportrix a bit more. That's saying I only have like 3 mods on it.
No, no, you didn't even get to look at my fashion.
Sorry.
I just went on the bike.
Oh yeah, I don't have the poison shit on me. That's nice.
Oh, that's actually really good. I don't know if Arcane Hotshot is worth it on Temple. I don't think it will be.
I would assume not.
Depends.
Sportrix is
Oh.
super silly on Mag. I would assume so.
Yeah. Suck can tell you a whole story about that.
Where's the safe place?
Oh, actually, you
Also
know
the
what,
Bobbin
Stabs? I have an
Revenge.
idea. I'll put Cataclysm
What?
down. Throw down Vault
Yeah.
Man's 4 and we'll just reap the benefits. Here.
Cool.
You have high range?
Yeah, I'm kind of dying here though.
Are we gonna put-
Yeah, I need to fuck off to where the safe place is. What? Just, okay. Oh, I don't even have the right thing. I was not prepared for this. I'm gonna need a revive. Oh no, never mind, I was alive.
Yeah, you've been awake.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Where is the safe places? Over here. Fuck's sakes. I need to hide because I'm chronically low on health now.
Alright, throw the shit down.
Okay, now... I don't have energy.
When do you ever?
Not when I need it.
Neither do I, sadly.
Okay. There.
Fuck. Here you go. Put it right there. There we go.
Yeah.
Just gonna suck them all in. Keep on sucking!
Fuck, I am... My frame rate's not liking this.
Oh shit.
There's so much fucking crap going on my screen.
Andrew, I doubt they're gonna rework him so he doesn't have like his radiation capabilities anymore.
I would rather them keep radiation as like a thing on him.
Yeah.
It
Radiation.
did make him unique, and it did make him work well with the other radiation frame.
Yeah, especially that there's an arcane for it now with Universal Fallout.
I remember what dystopia taught me. I am going to die because apparently this is not a fever safe zone. What the fuck?
No
I'm
water,
sorry
no,
that-
no
I'm
logs.
sorry, game, but you color code everything green in this area, which makes it really hard to tell when something ain't green.
Universal Fallout
Is
is so
here
good
safe?
on it. Yeah. I'm heading down into this area.
Oh, Sai, have you watched the Sabuchi video on Universal Fallout with Necros?
I have, yeah. That was pretty funny.
It was neat. Useless kind of synergy since Oberon already had what the fuck's the green?
No, it wasn't with Oberon, it was with
No, I mean a useless synergy for the Warframe
Yeah.
that used it on.
So, do you like the
I
fears?
heard-
I've never used it.
base.
Base.
I have neither. I want to, but I keep forgetting to grab it. The Incarnon, that is.
God damn, I can't. Too much status effects going on, causing my game to fucking shit
Yeah, I
itself.
can't see shit.
Luckily, I have a weapon that don't need line of sight to be good.
The weapon to surpass Metal Gear. I can't tell where anything is. Give me that, thank you, escapist procced.
Yay.
Or built up, rather.
Also, Sai, you now have a reputation, at least in Cap's server, for running Escapist.
Oh, do I really?
Yeah.
I keep telling people it's the best in the arcades.
Yeah, and
I
they don't
kind of
believe you.
disagree. Like, yeah, it's good, but it's on par with Universal. Just for, like,
I'd say it depends on what you use it for.
bring it into the blender.
Where is everything?
Wait, did they change Sabagoth animation set?
What do you mean?
Let me. I have a secondary equipped. Let me quickly see if they did. They might have.
Alright,
I
so
just saw an animation.
so
like a
Sans, I'm
part of
going
that
to
animation.
the I'm going to the thing.
Yep, heading over.
There we go.
After this, it should get much better. Except I don't have much of a good secondary, so.
Oh
I
no,
hope
it's only
you do
the
good.
only the secondary thing. for a second.
Sabuchi is
that I had.
fun. It's really
This
funny.
is an
But
ouchie zone. Where's the safe zone?
Sabuchi is funny, but man, he spreads misinformation. He has a reputation of that, sadly, but I don't hate him for it necessarily. Some of it isn't too bad. Could be worse.
Yeah, I think he does most of his stuff just for pure entertainment, which is completely fine in my book.
Yeah.
I slid. Fuck off.
And from the bits of misinformation I do remember him doing, it was mainly around the Ultranox last I checked, and even then that was more so of him not knowing it was a thing.
It's not like MH Blackie saying that Ember's passive is capped at 100%.
Oh god, I remember that shit.
Yeah, if you only test the simulacrum where you can only get to 100%, surely. I feel ashamed as a fellow German.
Oh yeah, not just you, Lightmare hates him too.
Yeah, but Nightmare's opinion are not to be
No,
considered
Lightmare.
anymore.
Lightmare in the
Oh,
Discord.
never mind.
Oh yeah, and I know.
Oh, shit. That's about now. I ain't fucking with that. Eat my balls. Lamal.
Yep, Mac could armor strip the plane.
Oh fuck.
Where? Oh, it's bugged. I couldn't see where you were.
Very true.
It's okay, I was able to get myself up.
Eat balls. Lamal. Oh, you have the finisher symbol.
Whoa.
Cheap shot.
Minerva? There's something here. Not sure
Nope.
what, but something.
Lankas, if you think that mirror defense is mid, the only thing I can recommend to combat the midness is just listen to some kind of wacky podcast while you mindlessly farm.
I love mirror defense.
It gets better, like either it gets better or it gets worse the longer you do it.
I mainly
either
do,
or.
what is it, the one
Okay, we
in
can leave.
Deimos?
Yeah, I think it's about the one that you farm Citrine from.
That's somewhat understandable that it can get boring pretty fast.
Oh yeah. Just a
I did
repeating voice.
my 2 rounds on that plus like 2 or 3.
His 9/11 video is while Mag could armor strip the plane. Dante
Yeah.
could give the plane over guard. Yeah.
No, it was give the tower over guard.
Oh, was it? Oh, that's even funnier.
What I'm surprised, Grendel is S tier just because he could have just hold cast 1 into like a river or something. Yeah, they
Yeah.
would be burned from the acid, but
Stabs.
still, no buildings or planes would be destroyed.
Only people.
Omni
No.
Fisher would make it playable. Your stream is keeping me sane. I'm happy it is.
Oh god, they have to listen to me while doing that?
Ha!
I'm so sorry.
I love how your by the way, your Volband stabs. It kind of looks like you're wearing a fedora. I love it.
Perfect opportunity.
Oh, it's supposed to look like I'm a clown, but go off, King.
Yeah, I
Which is why I went honk honk
You look
randomly.
like you kind of look like a redditor with a fedora. My lady.
I don't know what the fuck you're looking at. I see a clown. Like, oh, never mind. I'm just invisible, I guess.
Hello, Hussormore. How are you doing today? Also, welcome to the stream. I think this might be your first time on here. We helping cats.
By stuffing them with unidentified something.
We're turning cats into bombs.
For real.
Leave Kalimas alone.
Leave the cat alone.
Oh wait, never mind. I planned for this. I actually do have a good weapon for this. Damn. Everyone here, get into the Blend-O-Matic of fun and cotton candy colors. Thank you.
Ooh, I like that. I'm doing good. Nice.
Honestly, Kalimos is one of the, if not the best pet I've seen in video gaming.
Oh yeah, she's the best. We're just blending them apart. There we go.
Sorry, I went a little mad scientist.
Oh, it's fine. That makes you base.
Speaking of mad scientists,
Can you drop it? I'm gonna feed Kalimos a gusher. Thank you. Never mind, I think Kalimos is just box.
Well, you can feed them.
I
through
could
the
also
rift.
see you playing our resident alchemist.
Me?
Levels.
Or Sci?
Yep. No, you.
I used to play him a lot. Then I got bored of him.
Levels is
Like,
really cool, but I can kind of see that.
If Grendel didn't exist, Lavos would be a character I would have played.
I think I've talked a few times
What?
on stream that.
What?
What? What happened?
I almost just clicked underneath the map.
That's interesting. I know I've said this a few times, but I've also said that, like, if Limbo didn't exist, I'd probably be a Lavos fan because of how good he is.
And a Sephiroth.
Yeah.
You say a lot of things, Sai. Can
I
we
do,
hold
yes.
you to your quotes eventually?
Oh, yeah. I really do like Lavos, so I'm kind of happy that he's gotten more attention.
Yeah. Although after his prime release, he went straight back into the Shadow Realm.
And that always happens with a new Prime. Oh,
That's true, yeah.
Thank you.
pick up this legacy.
I don't know. I think that a new frame. I don't know what I would wish for, to be honest. Like the
More
theme and everything.
summoners.
Summoner frame.
No, I don't. I think we have enough summoners. Like,
We only have 2.
Yeah, we only have 2.
yeah, 2's enough.
2's enough.
You know what? Fair. CC. More CC.
They are.
No, I don't know. I maybe want a new like archetype.
Don't dare turn that.
Watch
Like
them
something
introduce
fresh.
another Rift character. That'd be fucking hilarious.
I would want the God of Sleep to be Rift.
that'd be
Genuinely.
neat.
Okay. Frog, what the fuck? I am trying to game!
Oh, your
Frog?
His buddy Frog is messaging him.
Okay, so I have a friend called Silver Frog. I bully him constantly. By the way, Frog, if you're here, you're a bitch. Anywho. So he's recently gotten into Warframe TikTok, where the first time he sent me one is, you know the dev stream where Venari got to ride the motorcycle?
Yeah.
He asked me what frame is that, it looks pretty cool, and I had to tell him it's not playable. Cry about it.
Honestly, I'd
about
like
it,
And
nerd.
now he's asking, why did he just invoke the sun? So now I gotta see what Warframe he's talking about. I'm thinking it's either Wisp,
I was thinking Wisp.
or...
It's gonna be Vorban summoning the sun upon ye.
Oh look, it's the sun.
Damn, that's a pink sun. Anywho, who was a...
Pink sun. Pink sun, pink
Oh.
eye. Let's go.
Oh! It was not who we thought it was. It was Meg. Oh, not Meg. It was, Clone Bitch. That one. And,
What?
no, it's
What?
Mirage. That's her
Mirage?
face.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm just gonna say, that's Mirage. That's Mirage, and that's how you play her. I get to spread so much misinformation to this young Warframe mind.
Why is my clan chat saying you can be my Vigor Prime? I have questions.
I
My
also have
mind-
questions.
My
You
mind
can
went
be
to
my
something
Vigor
else
Prime.
real fast. Fuck.
That's that's like the JonTron meme. I have some questions.
And I don't like them answered.
Yo,
And then
why
it
are
goes
they doing
on-
the Donald Trump thing?
It goes on, nah, I choose Prime 3,
Donald
how dare
Trump
you?
thing.
Speed! I take speed when my game goes slow. Okay, I do not endorse drugs or anything. Just wanted to say that for the record.
I do more. One of us has to be the bad influence here. And it ain't gonna be
No.
Sci-Fi.
I'm already a bad influence on myself.
Melee influence?
I do not want answers. I do not want answers. That's fine.
Oh, Sci-Fi, watch out!
Yes. Oh.
There was
Hello
a
there,
toxic
big
X.
creature.
Ah, I did not watch out. He clipped through the floor. I would like a refund on my life, please.
A refund on your life? Okay.
Yes.
Now tell me how that's
What?
gonna
Oh,
work,
no!
please.
Huh? What happened?
Toxic Eximus.
Wow.
Also, Sai, interesting thing. I know you will probably never experience this, but if you go on like an account, for me, I went on my console. I stepped foot into Warframe. First of all, that was a very bad experience because I have different settings over there. The game runs like shit,
Yep.
and I have like, yeah, I couldn't play the game. And if you go to a frame that you have a Tenogen skin equipped on your PC or like your other platform, it
Yeah.
automatically takes that off and shows it as unavailable. It wasn't in my inventory. Like, I know that it doesn't transfer, but I couldn't even buy it.
It kind of depends. Like, I've seen that. It's just that with So from my understanding, the way the Tenogen works now is if you bought it before they started introducing the cross-platform program, when you did that, it would transfer over into your main account, I guess, because I kept some of mine. But if you bought it after they did the cross-platform transfer stuff, then it wouldn't work.
No, it doesn't transfer, but like it didn't even show it as viable. Like it wasn't there.
I assume it's because you already bought it on a different platform.
Yeah, that
most
could
likely.
be true. But the main point is just that it unequips, and if I go to my like PC and log in there, it is also unequipped over there. So I had to re-equip the skin.
That's lame.
Yeah. Fix your game, DE.
They'll never do it.
Before they
No.
fix their game, they make the canonical Rendell Gauss ship.
Yes. We
Isn't
need
that
more
like already a thing?
We need more representation.
No. It's not a thing yet. But the thing I want to do is whenever I see a Gauss now, I'm gonna call him the funny word. I'm gonna call
Hello,
him gay.
buddy.
Oh, hey, honey. I don't know you. Too bad. You're playing Gauss.
Honestly, I need to rebuild my Citrine. Like, give it a new coat of paint.
Oh, I have an interesting question. I should ask Suck this. How do you guys think we're gonna get canceled?
What do you mean?
I think Sai is gonna get canceled for being horny on main.
Maybe.
What?
Maybe.
I'm gonna get canceled for being problematic, saying several slurs.
Probably, yeah. I don't know how I would get cancelled because
Oh, easy.
I don't-
False accusations.
probably I'm gonna get cancelled because I'm gonna rephrase the sentence a million times and still not get to the point because my English is like,
Yeah, you're gonna get false accusation.
yeah, false accusation.
They're gonna
because
think
people-
you're ableist somehow.
Anywho, they just said the N-word. Can we cancel them over it?
Wow.
Hey, I didn't say who would start the accusations. I just said they would be false.
Already canon, it's real to me. I'm getting canceled by picking fights with people who are friends of staff.
Yeah.
I would also love to... I would hate to have my account banned. I have 2 more. I'm not that afraid.
I would hate it because I spent a lot of work with this account and stuff.
Now I just need to get Grendel, and then I can just name myself something
And I also
else
technically
to
do
make
this as a job, so...
feel issue.
Not like
Oh,
like
there's
Nightmare
next
Frame
mess.
is gonna fear this. He wasn't bad, he was just stripped of his main income. Lol.
Wait, what? No, he wasn't. He wasn't a part of the partner program.
Nightmare Friend? Yes, he
No,
was.
he was part of it.
Oh, why was he stripped of his... Oh, no, 'cause I don't know how partner programs work. I'm
from
just gonna
my-
shut the fuck up.
From my understanding, this is just how I understand it, so this could be wrong.
Here, and then run away.
But from what I've seen, what happened was that he made like a lot of
That wasn't even
Oh yeah.
Dick.
I got
Toxic Eximus teleporting is such a dick move.
you. Yeah. But
And he made
Yeah.
a temp. I know why he got
it was temple things, yeah. And like
Yeah.
it wasn't so much what he said about temple, but it was the fact that he was deleting comments correcting him and letting comments that were hating on that part of like marginalized
To be
groups
fair,
run free.
depending on how it's worded, YouTube could be deleting it themselves.
That too. Yeah, that too.
So it could. I will defend him on that part because I have seen, like, you deleted my comments accusation pointed at Kep when I was watching Kep and no, they didn't delete shit.
This is it.
Heliplex!
Yeah, I don't know. That's like how I understand it. And to be completely frank,
Oh, cool,
like
shot.
Just know
personal opinions aside, if you're trying to incite hate within the community, then I do think that is ultimately an offense that should get you pulled because you're trying to,
Yeah.
spread hate.
I wouldn't say it's not like that much about hate, but like going back on that statement, like taking it up and deliberately saying that it is that way when it's actually not. I think that's like just and knowingly spreading false or like not like false information, but like knowingly saying stuff that shouldn't be said in that situation is like.
I just
Yeah.
thought he was a dick to someone correcting him, and that's when the community just said, okay, yeah, you're long overdue.
Yeah, your time's over here.
Like, to be frank, I'm gonna be honest, I call Temple, like, the Warframe itself, not Flare, because I actually respect the fact. I call Temple an it because I made it, I grinded its components. It pissed people off. Am I gonna change? No, because I'm being a dick to the, Warframe, not the character Flare.
Yeah,
This will get me canceled, and it's why I don't interact with
whenever,
certain people.
because like here's the thing, because I'm a forgetful piece of shit, I tend to forget what pronouns to call people by, so I usually just say the name of the person instead, generally.
Fair.
Just
Yeah,
easier.
that's
It's
the easy
easier.
way out.
Also,
It's easier that
I-
way, and like I don't have to worry about too much.
I need confirmation on this, and your community can chime in. Do you guys see the
Have a good night,
proto
Sinister.
frames? You guys see the proto frames and warframes as separate or the same entity?
I see them as two different things. Yeah, two different beings, because they're not the original person that the Warframe is made from. Right?
No, they're just someone who got injected with the serum in this universe.
Exactly. Yeah.
This could... I see this as an alternate way of Warframe's story going out.
I don't mind that.
I don't think that they are gonna invest much more into the proto frames because there's no
Oh,
way
no.
that they're gonna integrate them into the hex because they're not doing anything 1999 related
Well,
anymore,
no,
as
just-
they said.
Well, no, the Albrecht himself still has the serum tech and stuff like that, though, so you
Oh,
can
okay.
easily do it somewhere else. Like, because remember, it's not the tech rot that's making it; it's Albrecht that's making it.
Yeah. He's out there injecting new people. Oh, cool, the caviar here. Anyways, grenade.
You get to be funny
Safe
math
bet,
man now.
Sci-Fi. Yeah. It's just easier that way if I do it like that,
Oh
and,
shit,
it's,
I'm dying.
and it's like not. I'm not like offending anybody by calling them by their name, so it works better that way.
Yeah.
I'm purposely pissing off people by calling Temple an it, because it doesn't imply gender, and I think it's funny to piss people off.
And they
at
are,
some time.
to be fair though, they are technically two different beings with Lizzie and you
Yes,
know, the guitar and Temple themselves. So
I consider that. That is true. They
Can
are
you
two separate beings.
can you
I
breed
still
the
call
proto?
both of them an it.
Can you breed
No, I
the
call
proto?
Lizzie a girl.
Can you breed the proto frames? Someone said. I think it's heavily applied. Yes, that you can.
Well, yes, you absolutely could, because they still need to go to the washroom, and without those parts, they can't.
It is heavily
Despite
implied
the
that they
fact
can
that-
remove parts of themselves, so I would not be surprised.
Now for the real hot takes. Who's best girl and best boy? And who's the worst?
Archimedea and Yonta, best girl.
I meant of the proto-frames, but go
Oh,
on.
the prototype? Oh, the pro frames? That's a hard one, because I honestly kind of like each of them on either side, because they're all great.
Eleanor's shit.
Eleanor's fantastic, what do you mean?
I find her so fucking boring.
She has the coolest story of the bunch, if you ask me. Maybe next to... not Owie, maybe next to Letty's. Find their dynamic interesting.
That dynamic
Okay,
interesting.
well, I-
They kind of hate each other, like in that.
Well, you
Certain-
learn that the whole reason why... Well, here's the thing. Letty's afraid of Eleanor, first of all, but second of all, you find out that she, Letty specifically has some BTSM fetishes, and she doesn't want Eleanor to know.
Otherwise, she's gonna use that tongue in places she doesn't want to.
Exactly.
If we can fucking French it, she can too.
Yeah, true.
Give me a second.
Pregnant slider
Just
confirmed. Limbo
Honestly,
Proto will be
probably-
released when Andrade finds Doctor Who. That'd be funny.
Probably, I'd say that Hopsker is gonna be very amazed by a pregnant slider.
You. Letty and Quincy,
Remember,
I don't
guys-
like. Quincy's an interesting
yeah.
one. He has he has an interesting story, I would say. Do I love him? No, but he's interesting. At the very least.
Yeah. I find it interesting that he's like a photographer.
Letty ends up realizing she
second.
does want the tongue in places. Oh, true.
Give me a second.
That's what she's afraid of. Oh man. I also find Eleanor's like history between her and oh my god, Arthur pretty interesting too when you learn about them. You have an interesting dynamic.
I find
Honestly-
Temple annoying to talk to. Like, yes, sweetheart, I understand that there's a growth there. But dear God, can you just let me explain instead of throwing a little hissy fit? And he left. Him.
I'll be fair. I
Fuck.
think I don't hate like Temple or anything, but I did find their story not as engaging.
I found it annoying just to talk to them. It's interesting coming to terms with the fact that you have a helmet up your ass, but at the end of the day, you can functionally eat anything now.
Quincy comes off as an asshole on the surface, but dude's all heart. Oh yeah, that's why I like his character. He starts off being an asshole to you, and then you slowly break that down and realize that he's like one of the most honest and kind of the group.
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't even talked to Proto Nova yet because I've just heard she was kind of a dick, and I don't want to talk to that.
Her character gets better, because like the whole thing is that... Oh, I'm frozen. Help me.
Her character gets better, my immediate reaction is, yes, a conversation with Hitler. Eventually it gets better, but not immediately.
Have you watched Star Wars The Clone Wars out of curiosity?
Oh, yes?
You know Ahsoka?
Not really.
Well, her character starts off as being like a whiny brat, but as she matures, she becomes better and she becomes the best character in the franchise. She's kind of like that. Like, not the best character, but she becomes a much more interesting character by the end of her arc.
Okay.
Not to mention, what she succeeds in doing is pretty cool. Like, I was like,
Oh,
yeah!
yeah. I get that. I just don't want to engage with a whiny character because I don't like children in real life. Why would gameplay change that?
She gets, like I said, she gets better. She stops being as bratty by the end of her story.
I know she, spoiler alert, she does something cool by the end, which can imply, like, changing the fate for the 1999 crew.
I'm pretty sure it will lead into what the next story's gonna be. Because it's pretty huge what she does. And not to mention, the reasoning behind what she does, why she acts that way, is also pretty sad, too.
No,
Like, why
you
she's
can
very
share it
bad.
with me later. I just don't like that time travel's my gimmick.
Well, no, that's actually what it critiques in her story, because it's like, you kind of critique that whole thing, and although she succeeds, she doesn't, like, try to let that define her kind of thing, if that makes sense.
Well, that's all I know her for it, but my favorite part about that is just the line. So, it actually runs off eternalism. Very complicated, which means there's a thing where, essentially, I fucked up the saying. Pretty much saying, it's eternalism, and because of that, there's a universe where this conversation doesn't end here, and then you just leave her.
Kaya's a teenager that got catfished online and nudes of her got posted everywhere and ruined her academic career. Yeah, that's part of her story.
I am not the person to tell that to. I almost just said Lamau. Shit.
Wow.
I am not a good person. I am not a good person.
Not the best person
Okay.
either, but I would say Lamau to that.
Lamau is a
Don't
crazy
do-
word.
Don't be an idiot.
Well, the thing is that, remember, this is the 90s when the internet was first starting to become a thing. It's more along the
Yeah.
lines that they didn't think it would be possible.
That's fair.
Like,
Still,
if this was a
Lamau,
thing
don't post
in modern...
nudes.
If this was a modern day thing, I'd be like, yeah, never fucking do that, you're an idiot. But this is like, hey, it's the 90s. This is like a new thing. So it makes sense. Just seeing 5 of the goats? Absolutely. They're fucking awesome!
I'm going to hell, and God will not hesitate when he sends me there.
Why?
You should not just fucking hear what I said when the people told me about her story.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
He's going places.
Oh yeah, he's going places. Very true.
Yeah, as I said, I'm gonna get canceled for being insensitive.
She's obsessive about time travel precisely because of some depressingly real-life events. Yeah, she's trying to use it as a scapegoat to get away from it all. Which, to be fair, I'd probably do the same in her position if I wanted a way out of that kind of stuff.
Okay, Drifter. You ought to be able to loop without pitching us all.
Yeah, I think
Fair.
that's understandable.
Like, if you think about it, it's kind of a metaphor, actually. Like, you know how, like, people have...
Oh, don't wax Poloic.
You know how, like,
Where-
especially in,
where
like,
the
high
fuck
school and
do I
college,
go?
when things like that happen and they think it's the end of them all, that drives them to doing really stupid decisions. I
Yeah.
think this is, like, meant to be a critique of that sort of thing.
That's good. I'm happy they, like, went into, like, dark subject matter, finally. Warframe being a rated M game. Took it long enough.
I mean, they've done it in the past before. Just not that often.
Yeah. If we ever get a canonically gay character, I want a transphobic character. I want
Wow.
to show I want to show people A, how to handle that shit, B, those people can change, and anyone who also feels like that, hey, this guy changed and here's how he thinks about it. Oh cool, purple. I have 15
I always
of
believe
those.
people can change.
Yeah. To go for I will explain this much better just right now. I want it to be that, so A,
Eleanor's
people can
backstory
learn
involving her
those
fiance.
exist.
Yeah, that was pretty sad too.
I want there to be more darkness
Dallas.
in games. Because acceptance and hate is always going to be there. It's never going to go away.
Oh yeah, that's why I
No matter how
hated
much we hope.
like, funnily enough, so I never played the game, but I did watch a bit of a playthrough of what was that game called? Dragon Age, you know, the new Dragon Age they had or whatever it was, the Veilguard.
Veilguard?
Yeah, Veilguard, because I was kind of curious about it. I'm just like, why? It's such a bad fucking game because the story's so shit. It is the most, like, not to sound really rude when I say this, it's one of the most trying not to offend anybody kind of stories I've ever seen, and it's, like, frustrating.
You know what the best take I've seen?
Hmm.
Some guy on 4chan before it went to shit worked on Fallout 4, make a DLC, bring the most racist character into the game, make him the best companion in the game.
That'd be cool. make them change.
Yeah, no, then you can have him change. That offers character development. But also, saying, oh yeah, that's the racist companion, he's really good, is fucking funny.
You're dealing with transphobic characters is interesting, but sadly there won't be the writing nuance needed to take on that. Yeah.
Oh, hell no. Because the character will get cancelled and then removed.
Well, yeah, because they always try to look at it from the perspective of, oh, this guy sucks from the get-go, instead of watching people change, which is what I...
Yeah.
Like, unironically, like, here's the thing, as a writer myself, the one thing I hate most about most movies today is the fact, and you probably hear this everywhere from a lot of people, the fact that there's, like, almost no arcs for most characters anymore. Like, nobody has a arc where they actually go through and change and learn to become a better person at the end of it all, or to like improve themselves. They're just amazing out of the gate, and I'm like, this is the most boring shit I've seen.
Wow, you're not human, you're not flawed. You don't have takes that you regret saying. I've already said 3 of them this stream. Have I went for character growth? Not yet. I'm still waiting to be beaten up in the streets.
I think Stab's the kind of guy that needs to learn from consequences.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm waiting to get my shit beat.
Rex's arc was crazy. Yeah. The depressing fact is, frankly, a lot of people need to be reassured that they're allowed to change their opinions and won't constantly get punched in the face for takes they used to have. Oh yeah, like, I've had some interesting takes in the past I don't believe in anymore.
Same.
Or, like, even in Warframe, I've had people change my mind on a lot of things in the game, which is why I think it's actually kind of important for people to try and change things in entertainment like this. Because people like to look at... Because, like, here's my take when it comes to that sort of thing. Like, people like to look at this as a game, but it's also kind of a platform into the window of yourself, in a sense. Like, it kind of expresses your interests a little bit. And I feel like if you don't have the courage to try and change things for the better, so that way you can keep enjoying your game and keep enjoying things with your friends and stuff, then I think that's a problem.
Yeah.
Because Warframe is already like a very inclusive game.
It is.
It kind of
It's great.
expresses your interest a little bit. Me looking at Grendel and Trinity, what do you say about me?
I say you like funny Meatball Man because he's funny, and Trinity because she's cool.
Actual reason I like Grendel is because I think Treboro said in one of his videos, I just see Grendel as being jolly, and I like that, and ever since then I'm just like, yeah, no, Grendel's just a jolly character. He's happy just being around people and doing what he wants, and that's nice.
Look at good sci-fi. Good sci-fi can be used to examine issues with enough distance from real life, and it doesn't instantly cause defensiveness. Yeah.
Damn.
Bro, shit getting deep.
Like,
Yes,
one
it
of
can
my...
be used to look at stuff from a distance. I still want a character that goes... It's not even... Everyone in the cast would hate the character that has the obvious bad. Eventually, one of them would go, hey, that's not right, I'm going to tolerate it, but... And eventually he changes. That would be such a cool character arc.
One of my all-time favorite movies is Blade Runner 2049. And what I love most about it, as depressing as this sounds, is the entire arc of Officer K, played by Ryan Gosling, is that he goes through this entire thing, like this entire story, thinking that he's like the chosen one, right? Only to find out at the last minute that not only is he not the chosen one, he's just a worthless piece of garbage in the world. But then, in the end of the story, at the very end, instead of choosing to just conform to his original life that he probably could have gone back to, unlikely, but he could have based on the events, he chooses to make a decision. He follows through on it, and he fucking succeeds and dies happy, knowing that he was able to change something. And that's why I fucking love that movie so fucking much.
I want to share my own thing now, since you brought up endings. I
Yeah.
love Pixar films because it shows that the ending you thought you would get was not the ending you did get, but you can be happy.
Oh yeah.
Not getting to paradise, not getting to where the goal is. But he was still happy. Monsters University, they fucking failed. They got expelled.
That's
but
one of the things I think
they're
people forget
happy.
that makes that movie good.
There's a lot. Anywho, you want to do a survival or you're gonna hop off?
I'm probably gonna hop off. We'll stay on for like maybe another 5 minutes to talk about movies for a little bit, actually. But then I'm probably gonna go to
Can we
bed.
just do like a top hat culture about movies and what we like about them?
I wouldn't mind doing that, actually. We might do that when we
That
bring
would
it
be
back.
sick.
Joe made the most human choice to help for the sake of helping. Yes.
Yes.
Fucking love that. Like, so
Humans are flawed. Humans rely on information that might not be true. We can change and we can be wrong.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
not- people and companies don't like being wrong.
no, they don't, because they know that their jobs are on the line if they do, which is why they try not to make mistakes.
Not even that sci-fi. People just naturally don't like being wrong.
Oh,
Rebecca, no, I think Rebecca has gotten better with saying, "Oh, we fucked up," but
It's mainly, unironically, like, not to sound really rude, because I know we kind of worship him a little bit in the sense of how good his Reworks is. I would say Pablo kind of suffers from that problem a little bit, because he's openly said that he doesn't take opinions from outside that much when he does his work.
well, that makes sense from like that. I think it was really humbling for him, the Loki take, where everyone just straight up unanimously said, "No, you're wrong. You should look at this a different way." And then we got a decent little touch up to Loki.
May
Yeah.
I chip into that? The thing is why people shouldn't listen to the community in sense of Reworks in some cases.
Yeah.
Or when considering nerfs, I can only speak for, like, from this. I hope people from your chat can relate. Because this would be a badass weak point if if nobody could. Speaking of, like, there's a guy in the Destiny 2 scene called Soltogreppo.
I've heard of him, yeah.
And the guy is notoriously known for complaining about everything, because he's like the unemployment final boss. He is friends with some of the developers, like at Bungie, and if he has a problem with anything, he can just bring that up, and it will either get considered, to be looked at or touched. But the thing is that often, or especially the Divinity incident, just to point out what Divinity is, it basically puts a bubble, like a giant as crit spot on a boss, which is very helpful for like the average player to make shit easier. And to get it, it's one of the, if not, like it's a good puzzle thing. But it's in like arguably the worst raid that was ever made. So it's already a hassle to get, to find a group, especially for the average player, and then to say, "Yay, let's make the bubble A smaller and B reduce the amount of damage you get." Especially on walking bosses, is very helpful to have it.
Yeah.
Take what the
and-
community says with a grain of salt, essentially.
Opposite side
Yeah,
of
and
things,
then-
Scott whining that the community never has any ideas.
We have ideas. They may not all be good, but they're ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, with actually yesterday when I released the new video, there were some people that corrected me in the comments about what was it? How quantization actually worked, because I didn't know there was actually a page on it at the time. I pinned comments talking about it, and even openly said on my post forums thing that I was wrong. Yeah, because here's the thing: narcissism, as I've learned, because I used to be somewhat narcissistic, and to an extent I kind of am at times, doesn't get you very far, and all it does is hurt yourself and people around you, which is why I tend to stay away from that when I can.
I don't think I'm a narcissist. I self-deprecate too much.
Because it's just like, when I look at narcissism, and like I said, I used to be this way, I'm not anymore, hopefully, is that all it does is inflate your ego into thinking that you're better at something than you actually are, or better with certain things than you are. And all it does is just make you look like an asshole. Like, it doesn't make you feel that good, I would say. It just makes me feel like shit.
Let's try this. Smite Oberon.
Day one
Honestly,
Oberon is in a good place. I will never let Scott live that down.
Honestly, Sai, I think me and like the people that know you, especially I'd say also the community as everybody that watches you, I can say with a certain confidence that the narcissistic, if there are any aspects about that, I'd say that you don't show that side if you have it. So I'd say from what I think, is that you share your experiences and your knowledge to make the game, and especially content creation for that matter, a better field to be in.
That's the case, and that's good, because that's my goal.
At least for me. So you obviously have the knowledge, especially like on Limbo, when most people don't, or like have misinformation on him, and then going out to actually correct that with like a normal way of doing it, like saying, "Oh, you're wrong. It's actually that way." Although you kind of have done it with your Limbo, but in a very interesting and like not insulting way. It's just that there are ways to bring a message across, and then finding something that lets you do that in a non-criticizing, like actively
Damn, that still feels an ass.
criticizing tone is something that has to be learned in some way, I'd say.
I think it's like, you can be critical of things. There's a difference between insulting... How should I put it when it comes to being critical? And this is why I think people tend to get those sort of things wrong. It's less so being critical of something that you're talking about. It's different when you're insulting the person themselves, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, trying to talk down to them.
Oh
and
shit, it's
stuff,
9
which
o'clock and I haven't eaten yet. Fuck.
Go eat!
100%.
No.
And like, I'll be fully transparent. There are some times where that does happen, where I do tend to feel full of myself, but I apologize afterwards. Generally, it depends on what it is, because it's just like I said, I just don't feel like I get anything about when I be that way. It just makes me come off as an ass.
Yeah. And I also think it hurts your message, like that you want to bring across. Not like you, especially, but like everybody that is like that way. It will always hurt the message.
Yeah.
Even if it's with good intent and like it's factually correct, you will always offend people by doing that.
Yeah, because like I'll be open about this actually. Like earlier today, there was this other creator that made like a top 10 like frames that need to be reworked video or something. I think you guys might have seen it in the Discord that I shared it. Because like here's the thing with that video that so for number one, Limbo was at number one, which wasn't what pissed me off. It's that his logic and reasoning as to everything that went on in that video was fucking awful. Like, it was so bad, like, the stuff that he was doing.
So it was just blatant misinformation.
It was, practically, and I even corrected it, saying, yeah, this is how it should work, and then people are like, no, this happens. I'm like, dude, you could just use this. And then the guy replies to me 3 times. I only read one of them and replied to it with the Lib Bible saying, do your research next time before pulling things out of your ass. Because, like, he was basically saying, I don't understand half of this, so I'm just gonna say all this kind of stuff, and it kind of pissed me off a little bit.
I can see you literally posting the Limbo Bible as kind of being narcissistic, but it is such a good tool for Limbo. Like, I give you shit for, like, Limbo. I always say Limbo's not as good, because it's funny. I'm trolling. Also, gotta keep you humble. Can't let God get too far.
Yeah, because it's just like it's people like that that tend to upset me because even someone else replied in there because like I haven't replied in the post since then. Like I've ignored everything that's going on, and apparently he replied to me twice. Didn't read whatever it is he put because I don't care. But it's like someone said was talking about like no one's gonna watch a 2-hour video on a shit frame, and I replied with that. I took a snapshot of that, put it in Discord. It was like, does someone want to tell him? Because I thought that was pretty funny. But like, generally, I just try
Does
to.
he
avoid
know?
That. Yeah, does he know? Does he
Does
know?
he
It has
know?
100,000 views.
Chat.
Does he know?
Does he know? Don't harass these people, obviously.
Yeah, obviously do not. Like, definitely do not. But it's just
Like,
it's
it shouldn't be necessary to say that, but knowing the
'cause
internet.
it's like when it comes to people on the internet like this, and this is part of the reason because like I talked about, I try to like stop misinformation because people like to because like I said before, people like to think that it is just a video game, and to an extent it is, but more importantly it's a piece of entertainment that you're meant to enjoy. And if you're like what is it, only taking in information from what other people are saying, it can ruin your experience, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Another 2-hour vid when no Haas, we're talking about the Lib Bible here, but I am working on a modding guide right now, which will probably be like 3 to 4 most likely.
Grendel video 9 hours long. It's just going to be silence at the end because there's not a lot of unique shit about Grendel.
The Limbo video is so good.
That's also what I. Oh, never mind. That's also what I wanted to like. I think I already like when you originally told me about you making a modding guide. What I originally said is like encourage people to test themselves, like to research themselves.
Yeah.
Even with like we have a fully supported wiki by DE officially. It is endorsed. Go look shit up. It's actually good. And if you have something to add to it, you can.
Mm-hmm. You can. I mean, I was the one who went through and corrected Limbo's wiki page since it hadn't been touched in like 3 years.
Yeah, because they copied over the old shit.
They did.
Yeah, it was just
which is fine, because
which
if there's
makes
nothing
sense.
new available to it, then might as well get the old stuff.
I want one on every frame. I mean, next up after this, so long as like they don't announce something around Limbo yet, it's gonna be Nidus, because I've been wanting to do that for years. And after that, it'll either be Lavos or Jade. I can't decide, because I like them both.
The only character...
Maybe even Loki, actually.
The only character
Loki's
I
fun.
really want is genuinely just Grendel, because I know Nova won't make a video on him because there's genuinely not a lot of history to Grendel. He got reworked, then everyone kind of tolerated him.
Coinflip says Jade. I think my
Honestly-
problem with doing a Grendel one is I think it's in the same camp for me. I don't know if I would have enough that I would want to talk about for a full video like that.
Yeah, you want to know the funny thing, Sci-Fi? I main Grendel, and I'm in the same boat. Grendel is like, easily so simple to play. People just pick him up
Yeah.
and they can play him. None of the Warframes I play have that kind of sauce that Vauban, Caliban, or anything else does.
Honestly, Sebs, if you wanna have or spread the word about our big boy, I mean, you don't have to do like what everybody else does, like a full-blown fucking movie, cinematic, that type of shit. Just make, like full experience. Just make like a build video and couple that with some like some information about like all the people do
I'm not
it.
even
You
gonna
have
do a build. I already know what.
Oh,
if
that,
I'm doing a
just-
video. I'm doing one off of. Shout out to anyone who knows TF2 How It Feels series by hit creator Lazy Purple. Watch it, where it just goes over. Hey, I played this character. This is how it felt. This is what I've used. Go experiment. He's not as bad as people say he is for the level of content that I do. Which
yeah,
can
just do
expand
that.
to
I
the
think,
whole. That's what I planned to do if I didn't have a shitty PC.
I think that will be like the overall message of the modding guide when that's done. Like, At the end of the day, because even though I am going to try my best to delve into the math behind how most of this works, at the end of the day, there's two things that are most important when it comes to modding, I would say, and this applies to frames, weapons, everything. Knowing what buffs stack with which is most important, and more importantly, just learning to test for yourselves, kind of thing. You know?
Sci-Fi, I'm
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt, to the Andrew who said, I want how it feels to play Oberon. It feels bad, trust me, bro.
Like, I know I've made a video a couple of years ago on Oberon. I honestly think the more that I've tested him recently, the more I realize that he's, like, really not in a good spot anymore.
The plans I had for the How It Feels videos, if the first one does well and I get like a PC when I still have the hope to do this, Oberon would be one, Grendel would definitely be one, How It Feels to play Limbo would be a shitpost short, just like, oh my fucking headache.
I would love to see that, actually. That'd be fucking hilarious.
But the whole
Also,
point of it would be
Sci.
to post a more casual
yes, I am.
clips.
Let's. I wanted to let Stabs finish first.
The whole point of what I would do is, I think I talked to Suckman a bit, or Suckman brought this up. There was a lack of, hey, people just playing the game and having fun.
Yeah.
So it would be more of a me and friends hanging out, doing dumb shit, me and Solo doing dumb shit.
Might actually do that tomorrow, because I'm gonna be getting on with Tora for the first time in a while, and we're gonna do a Void Cascade. I might just record that and then just upload the best bits of the run as a video.
Oh, what time are you doing that tomorrow? I might.
No idea,
I
like, most likely sometime in the early morning my time, because he lives on the other side of the world in India,
Fair.
so he's like, right now it's in the middle of the day for him there, like early morning. It's like 9:30 a.m. for him.
I
Bro,
would do that, 'cause
I
think
just
he
feel shafted at this point.
could eat shit.
I'm sorry,
it's-
man.
It's 3:30.
Like,
My God.
the best way I can say it, Warframe, I've slowly been realizing this more and more. The more I befriend YouTubers, Warframe is a single player game now.
It very much is. Like, it's evolved
And I
into
fucking
that.
hate that.
Yeah.
Like, I straight up, Professor Dystopia was doing a Vauban build, and I just said Ivara would be a better pick for friendships. For, like, if you're adding teammates. You should add teammates, because Ivara would, A, be a better pick, because the reason he was doing it was scaling with strength, and it would also promote team play, which is very lacking.
Yeah.
Mm.
Also, big hot take that I want to put out there. I feel like the only reason the whole meta of the, what is it? The whole CC's dead meta keeps getting reinforced is because all the people that say that play multiplayer, so aggro gets taken off of them.
The what
Yeah.
is that?
You know the whole CC is dead thing that people keep saying because they
Oh,
think
yeah.
crowd control doesn't do anything? The more that I play Limbo in public lobbies, the more I realize it kinda doesn't there. But in single player, it makes a huge, like, massive fucking difference.
Yeah.
I will say that. I will kind of agree, in single player it does. You have not been in a squad with the sweet sleep Ivara. I have locked down entire tile sets and make people accuse me of hacking because my CC, like, they stop dealing damage for a second to focus on the Acolyte, then all of a sudden all the enemies around them are asleep.
Yep.
They didn't notice until after the Acolyte was dead and there was just a horde of enemies at a doorway. And an Ivara just staring at them, slowly headshotting, putting more and more to sleep.
I love that.
I don't think CC is dead. I just think it's not that noticed.
Oh yeah, like that's the thing. Like, I don't think CC's dead at all. Like, I think anybody who says that is not an idiot, but I think isn't thinking about it right. I just feel like in multiplayer specifically, you just don't notice too much what is actually going on.
No, because multiplayer is not about teamwork. It's about
Just
me and
shooting
these
with your
three
friends.
guys. No, I have a
Yeah,
better way to put it.
Me and three guys I randomly picked off of the internet or whatever chat, and we're just running the shit together, having a good time, but there's no interaction on the game level.
Yeah.
Me and these three
I have
guys
two
that
of
I
my
hired to commit a
friends.
hate crime against the Grenier.
I have two of my friends getting into Warframe and don't enjoy very much playing with them because the only thing I can do is play Wisp and let them play. Aww. That's sad.
That's sad.
That's fair.
Video
There
idea.
is ways around that, though.
Ooh, actually, Andrew, I might steal this off of you. Video idea: exploring how different Warframe is with a squad versus solo. I might actually do that. That sounds interesting.
That's good.
I think I'm gonna get.
Also, you could put that in the modding guide as how do you
I
mod
actually
for solo
could. Yeah.
and how do you mod for team play.
In single
Like,
player,
because
I
you-
know much more nullifiers. I see.
Well, yeah,
I'd say because you do
development.
mod differently, if you know you have certain teams or certain frames available, you could kind of outsource some of your shit.
I think I'll briefly mention that because when it
I
comes
mean, yeah,
to
you don't have to do a full-blown category.
yeah, because like the thing is that I'm gonna talk about like how to mod for warframes and weapons, but I think at the end of it, I'll probably discuss how when it comes to multiplayer, it's also important to keep that in mind if you're playing with other players, like friends and stuff. Like keep in mind what they're using, so you can mod around them too.
I just want to say, squads who I want to see a highlight on: Oberon, Corvex, Temple, and what's her face, Ember,
It's about
and a
drive.
Jade, and just any squad.
That'd be pretty cool.
Jade
I
is all
wanna
day,
see-
every day.
It's about
Like,
drive,
I
it's
just-
about power. The game is so much more fun solo because you can test it. Yeah, I can kind of see that a little bit because,
Yeah.
but the problem with it, and this is why I've actually been playing more multiplayer recently, is that it kind of gets lonely playing solo for too long.
I am forced. I think
Have a
it's
good
a
night,
unique
Huss.
situation. I have such a bad PC, I can't do single player content that much. Otherwise, enemies just don't spawn.
Yeah,
I-
that too. Yeah.
Sci-Fi can say that. So I have a very unique take of some other people are probably like me who can't do it alone. Which is why all my builds are centered around team play,
You're-
except the ones that like Dark or someone tells me.
No, I'm just gonna say this right now, Sabs. Your computer is basically on life support at this
Yes.
point.
Gotta get
Bro,
a
watch out that the
fundraiser
fuck-
going. Gotta get like a PC support stream at some point.
Wait, we'll have to do
Sabs.
like a fundraiser at some point because oh my
Sabs.
Zion, I'm just gonna say right now, ask for a pic
Oh, yeah,
of his
never mind.
PC and let him
Oh my
you
God.
see what it is because it's
You know
like
what?
it's I genuinely feel awful for Stabs that he's gaming on
I
that
will
thing.
post it in the Discord general so everyone in chat can just actually no. You know what I'm gonna do, Sci-Fi? With your permission, can I post it in announcements so everyone can roast me?
Oh yeah, sure, feel free.
Okay, let me just get this.
Cross Warframe synergies would be an interesting. I actually honestly hope that DE takes up what Marvel Rivals is doing and maybe even make it so that certain
This is
Warframes have
easy.
unique pairings with each other to incentivize squad play. Like if you play with Gauss and Grendel, maybe they get like a speed boost or something when they're together or some other cool mechanic.
No. I get to speak on this. Fuck you. I would want. So Grendel gets when he's in ball mode and Gauss runs by, he gets a speed boost temporarily.
That'd be cool.
That
That'd
would
be
be
cool.
cool. And then for Grendel's Nourish, whenever he does the stomp, whenever Gauss runs into people, they get like 10 viral. Whenever he runs into a wall, he can proc it.
Yeah,
By
it runs
holding
into the wall. That would
himself.
be good.
That would
Especially
be
it
cool.
would have synergy with Gauss's augment of running into wall.
Yeah, mock crash.
Mock crash, yep.
Anywho, it's an announcements. Have fun, guys.
Also,
I'll
the thing
stay up and try to
with
reply to as much roast as I can.
the PC, I'm gonna add this as a comment under it. Because it's on live support, watch out that the fucking Bow Bow doesn't spawn in it. Oh.
Fair. Nah, I have to keep it open, otherwise the CPU fan will start spinning up to the point where it sounds like I'm blow drying my hair.
Fuck, you guys put me so far back, I forgot what I wanted to say originally.
No problem.
I think it was something. Something I wanted to talk about Sci. Fuck!
It's alright.
What was it?
Alright.
I think it was something along the. Oh yeah, it was with the How It Feels, that series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the idea overall is very good actually. You can make that like a fucking. You can make it as meme loaded as you want because it's
Yeah.
not an actual like.
It's not a guide, but it is
Yeah.
supposed to say, hey, this my thought process is. Like with Grendel, I was gonna explain. I feel like I'm playing a tactical game because I have to think where enemies spawn and where's the best place to send regurgitate.
Yeah, I say just like
It is.
that those videos in general would be like, I don't know how much like work that would be, especially making shit that is fun to watch and also doesn't overflow certain
Oh, yeah.
areas of the of your brain by just slamming in memes in there. But I'd say just a solid mix of everything could make a good
Yeah.
good video idea.
Oh god, my PC looks so bad in that photo. I mean, it is bad, but
It's also the problem that I think is increasing in the Warframe community space, especially content creation, is the uniqueness of builds. The more more videos are made on certain Warframes, the more builds are explored and the less unique your build becomes.
Yeah.
Which is something that I feel is not good for for like the game's health.
Well, the problem right now when it comes to build crafting, in my opinion, is the fact that someone makes a build, like especially from the small creators, someone makes a build. Then a bigger creator comes along and gobbles up that idea and spits it out with all that meta shit thrown in.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that was what I really wanted to say. I commented on Cap's video that he commented under a video, I don't know who it was, by with the it was
boy.
I think it was Kai giving him credit for the
yeah.
The augment.
for and a comment under that he shouldn't thank him for crediting him. That shouldn't be a thing. It should be automatically, I took inspiration, or I stole, not like stole, but took information from that video. Here you go, that is the original creator. It doesn't take that long to figure out, to put in there. It doesn't need to be like a whole letter or something. Just a nice touch.
The problem
there's
is...
some background information with that. Kai has previously gotten hot water for not doing that and just saying word for word other people's videos.
I think I know which person we're thinking of, Stamps.
Yes, and I just want to say, Sci-Fi, before this,
Yep.
the whole smaller creator thing is just, I made this cool piece of art. AI artist, I made this cool piece of art.
Yep.
Better.
Exactly.
That's
what I
what
think
it
of.
feels like.
Yeah. I've seen that happen quite a few times. Yeah, Xena, you get it. You get it. Yeah, it just frustrates me with this community when that happens, because it's kind of like, because what makes Warframe's building so amazing, like, let me actually show one real quick right here. Surprise, surprise, Sci-Fi's gonna flash his builds. What I love
Everyone get ready
most
to screenshot.
about Warframe is how you get so many different ways of building things that some people either just don't consider these days for whatever reason, or have never thought of before. Like, one of my favorites, I've been playing with the Soma Aquarium, right? I have like sash chance and reload speed on this Riven, so because of this Riven, I don't have to mod for reload speed, because the reload speed is ass on this gun. I get more sash chance, so it makes it easier to proc stuff. But, because I'm building around things like headshots and weak point stuff, thank you for inspiring me to play Limbo again. You're welcome, Morp. Welcome to the stream. And because of this kind of stuff, I can mod on Primary Crux to get ammo efficiency to make it more of a bullet hose and sash chance. Galv Scope so that when I get headshots and headshot kills, I get more crit chance. So that way the Incarnate mode on this thing specifically becomes an absolute monster of a bullet hose as a shotgun.
Yeah.
Like, it's incredible. And then when I need base damage, I just run... Let me pull this up. I either run Arcane or
Rift Torrent.
Well, not Rift Torrent, although that helps. But since I'm out of the Rift a lot of times, if I'm playing in squads, I can put on Arcane Rage, where when I get a headshot, there's a 15% chance to get 180% damage for 24 seconds, and it's refreshable. Which means that because of this build, I get the base damage, sash chance, ammo efficiency, and reload speed, all with this, and it becomes an amazing gun. Amazing. And people don't think to use these kinds of arcanes, and it's depressing.
I think Xenos Fire, very underrated creator, by the way.
I've been watching him a bit more. I even talked to him on one of my streams. He actually seems like kind of a nice guy.
He said, and I quote, "As long as your kill time is not like 2 or 3 business days, and you don't hinder people's abilities on like the mission, progressing the mission, I don't care what you run.
Base.
As long as you're having fun. That is the thing. Warframe is a lot about feel, gunplay, and like the ability to do the shit you want. And that is like, especially, I can only speak from, this is now my opinion. This is what originally made me diverge from playing Destiny. Because the gunplay in that game is also great, but the build crafting and uniqueness of your build is way more different.
Yeah.
Like the shit you create in Warframe is basically you.
It's astounding.
It is you,
honestly.
Yeah, it is you in a build. What you like, what you can do.
I can't believe I played base Limbo for 2 years with only one Forma. Hey, Glorpy, it's fine. I mean, I have a modless Limbo build that I sometimes run. But yeah, I just love... This is what I love about the game, and this is why I kind of hate what's been going on with the community, is that, like, we have all the tools needed to make anything work. Yet, if it's not the most meta thing, people consider it shit. And it's really frustrating.
Yeah. Oh,
Big numbers are nice, but they're not everything.
Cylon, didn't you tell me to hold on to my rhythm for the miter?
Yeah, I did. Why?
I'm wondering if I can still hold on to it, 'cause it's been a few weeks. I still want to try to sell that thing.
Ask Shad if somebody needs
I'm a
miter.
Spanish speaker, but I stopped watching Spanish creators because they were 3 YouTubers that only showed God-Riven Glaive Prime builds and everything else was shit. Sounds about right, Kiwi. Sounds about right. Like, not to sound, like, really, really rude when I say this, because I'm sure there's some good creators who are big in the space, but, I genuinely feel like that when it comes to Warframe's content creator space, it became more about the views, the clout, and the money than it became about expressing something.
100%.
Which is one of the biggest reasons why I wouldn't say I hate most creators, but I don't like take the word of most big creators anymore. I only hate Torrent on multiple. I openly hate Torrent on multiple Discords. Kind of based. I play Phantasma, Energized Munitions Limbo. Now that's an interesting one that I haven't seen. It's actually pretty cool. You can probably run Crux on Phantasma now, actually.
Also, people, like creators hating on Warframe, yes, there's a lot of bullshit on there. But there's also very, very niche and very interesting builds. Once you give them enough time, or like give Warframe enough time and browse the actual like good shit, there is a lot of funny things, funny interaction that I've displayed there.
There's an example of like weird things that you would not consider on Sabuchi's video, I believe. He went over Overframe and then found Arcane Eruption and went, oh wait. Oh, that's funny. I may have to steal that. He didn't make a video about it, but he said, I have to try that.
He also
Warframe can work.
It's
He's
100
he
got
also
to
did
do all the
the
bullshit.
Limbo,
It 100%
not Limbo, Loki.
is. It 100% is about views. That's why I've started enjoying smaller curators. Helen-based Xena. Also, what did you say, Zion? My bad.
No, you're fine. I talk over you again. It was, it was also he did like commented on a Loki build that had power strength to scale up the shit of safeguard switch.
Ooh.
Very interesting, very niche. And I gave this to a friend of mine who actually loves to play Loki. And he was like, oh, I've never considered this before, let me try that. And he was like, yep, gonna be a good main build. And now he exclusively runs Daz. Because you have so much comfortability in running a longer or like more powerful safeguard switch.
Nice.
It is actually very interesting.
Yeah, that's I feel like when it comes to build crafting in this game, it's kind of become the same thing as the film industry these days. You kind of have to really dig deep to find the interesting stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. While the big
We
films
have-
or big filmmakers are just to give there to give an idea of what you can do. Or
Yeah.
like
I guess.
if you don't want to think as much, just do that.
Alright,
I will
think.
say
Oh,
Warframe is about having fun.
it is.
Do it. I'm hungry. I'm gonna get going soon.
Yeah,
but
I
it
think
sounds
I'm
like
gonna.
Sci-Fi
I
wants
meant to
end
wrap
stream.
up. Yeah, I meant to wrap up like 25 minutes ago, but this was a good conversation.
Hope to have another one. I'm gonna go eat food for once.
Alright, have a good one, Sebs. I saw someone hating on the mod Equilibrium. What's up with... I don't know, like, I know Sabuchi hates Equilibrium. I don't entirely understand the hate behind it, but, like, hey, it's like... It's your opinion at the end. It's not like he's saying people who use it are idiots or anything.
Yeah. I also think he never gave an explanation as to why he hates it.
I used a non-helmet Garuda. A Limbo was in a squad. Infinite health and energy. I love frames that synergize. Boost! But anyway, guys, this was an awesome stream. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Thank you for being on here with me, Zion.
No problem, as always.
And I'm gonna go play some Elden Ring first of all, because the music got me in the mood to do that. But working on the script for the modding video. I will make an announcement for this, but it's very likely, due to the amount of information that I'm getting right now and learning about when it comes to the modding system of this game, it might have to get split across 2 videos. Like a part 1 and part 2 for the modding guide. Because I don't know if I think people will sit down for 4 hours of just one thing. Like 2 hours is already pushing it. But Fire, have a good day. See ya, Morp. And with that, everybody, I'll see you all later. I'll probably stream again tomorrow, and have a amazing evening.